Warning. This will be a boring video for many. So here's the typical start of an air domination game. Some side climbers, many others diving into the upcoming furball below, and some bombers that will usually stay high. Incoming head on, which we will not follow up with a dogfight as many enemy planes will be attracted to that. Evading the incoming fire by using rudder and pressing on to go for a bomber. Looking to see what the enemy climbers we saw earlier are doing. They don't look dangerous at the moment, so let's go for it. Crossing fingers that the damage to my plane won't be too high. Wow, not a scratch received. Have to deal with these climbers or I will be forced to go to lower altitude with them above me. This is a player who might be happy with staying above anyone else to go for an easy kill or two. Not very effective, but what the heck, one can get a 500 to 1 KD with that. Trying to make some unpredictable moves whilst keeping a close eye to what that second player is doing. In retrospect I should have gone for the head on, but I'm forgiven by the sin gods who give me a second chance. He's never gonna win a turn fight in a Thunderbolt against a 109. He should have just kept speeding up in a straight line and I would never have been able to catch up with him. After each kill, use a relative piece you have to climb up. The higher you are, the slimmer the chances are you can be attacked by someone. There are some enemies close by, but they are lower and seem kinda slow, so normally they cannot reach me, giving me the opportunity to attack this SB2M that's harassing a friendly. After an attack, take some time to check your surroundings by looking around and checking the radar. This can prevent nasty situations from happening.
Attack the A point!
As you can see, nothing can touch us up here. Now we can stay here and cherish our kills, or try and make a difference. There is that player from earlier on trying to side climb and come back with an altitude advantage. I will spare you guys the dreadfully boring details, but in short, he went into the clouds and wasted over 5 minutes of my time. And there was me earlier bragging about trying to make a difference. After he emerged for a head-on, I got fed up with it and decided to cut 2 minutes out of this footage where nothing happened at all. I guess I will have to deal with him later on in this game. During this lost time, my team slowly dwindled away and the odds have definitely changed, which is partly my fault for letting myself be caught up in a useless chase. The only option now is to go for the highest targets and try to thin them out a bit. With all the speed in the world, it is best to extend away and up again. In this way one can keep the advantage with very little danger involved. Do not forget to turn around again, or you will be living but useless. Unless you are smoking a cigarette, of course. That is my excuse for not being involved in the battle at times. Like here, got my fix thinking everything had gone to hell anyway. Seeing there were still things going on, it is high time to get involved again. Yes, I saw that enemy player way up high, but he is not going to spoil my fun anymore trying to bore me to death. Mind me, I do not see this part as wasting time. It is gaining a bit altitude, looking around for threats and opportunities and resetting another attack run. going for some targets whilst he is making up his mind about attacking or not. He is in the superior plane for head-ons. Is he taking the bait? Maybe he was reloading. That is the only reason I can think of for this strange behavior. Yes, I should have deployed flaps for a tighter loop, and I definitely should have reduced speed to get an easier shot. But I did not, and luckily it still works out. It is 5 of us versus 10 of them now. But getting rid of that high altitude competition should really start to pay off now. Notice how basically nothing can touch you this way whilst you are able to gradually damage the enemy team. See how this player is totally focused on our bomber, making himself a potentially very easy target for fast approaching fighters like mine. It was almost without danger to just continue this semi head-on as he was coming out of a turn. And it would have been almost impossible for him to get guns on me. Had he been able to, a simple use of the rudder would have spoiled his aim anyway. Staying close to the bomber as it will attract other enemies for sure and dish out some defensive fire at the same time. The situation is 10 versus us 2 now. But if you take care, the game can perhaps not be won, but you cannot really lose neither. Not following him as I saw a P-47 coming up from below. At times you have to let go to survive and kill something else. He is coming in a climbing turn after already coming up from below earlier. He cannot possibly have much speed, and therefore will have difficulty reacting to me. Ruddering around a bit and making unpredictable moves will make it almost impossible for him to get a good shot at me, all the while I'm also trying to gain some altitude, hoping he will follow me up and stall out. Wasn't there a key 44 close? Yes there was, but as he was also climbing up to meet me, he cannot possibly match my speed. After I followed this guy down for a bit, all I need to do is climb up again at a shallow angle and see what is going on around me. Easy pickings as you see, and no, I'm not thinking about dogfighting with so many enemies climbing up for just us two. And bugger out again as fast as I can. 1 minute left, would be nice to get another kill. I really need to be careful here. If I pick the wrong target, the other one will kill me with ease. And bugger out again as fast as I can. So, was this a textbook mission? Nope, I made quite some mistakes. Did I do some splendid moves? Not that I can think of. Was there any extreme shooting skill shown? You really need to check the vids of some other players for that. This was a normal mission showing you how you can survive and indeed thrive in an air domination mission. Disclaimer, at times you will meet dedicated squads focusing you, and then most of this will not work unless you have other players like you on your team.